Hello everybody, welcome to your daily edition of your cricket happening show with your host Ram. And in this part of this cricket show, what I'm going to do is cover the I'm going to preview two matches. One is in the Asia Cup, which is happening in Bangladesh, and tomorrow Pakistan take on Sri Lanka in a very important clash as far as Sri Lanka is concerned, because Sri Lanka are the ones without any point along with Bangladesh. So Sri Lanka will be they have to actually win tomorrow to keep their chances alive. And and the other match which is coming up is in the National Bank series, which is happening in New Zealand, between New Zealand and South Africa. As you know, the first test, unfortunately, the final day's play washed out when it looked like both the teams could actually go for victories. And I would say each and every spectator or every fan was actually robbed of the excitement because of the rain. So New Zealand and South Africa renew their rivalry once again in the second test match at Hamilton. But first, I'm going to talk about the Asia Cup. Now, as I said, tomorrow it is going to be a key match for Sri Lanka versus Pakistan, which is going to happen at Dhaka in the Asia Cup 2012. Well, for Sri Lanka, the worries are absolutely compounded. Angelo Matthews is gone. Angelo Matthews wouldn't take any further part in this particular Asia Cup 2012, which is very bad news for Sri Lanka because, according to me, he did very well in the Commonwealth Bank series and he contributes in all the departments of the game, and he is going to be sorely missed for sure. And as you know, Sri Lanka is already crippled. They don't have Thisara Pereira, who is a wonderful all-rounder, so that is also not good for them. But tomorrow we might see the coming back of Lasith Malinga, who did play against India. So Lasith Malinga should get his place back. So that would be very interesting. And I was a bit surprised that Lasith Malinga didn't play against India. Looking at the bowling attack as far as Sri Lanka is concerned, Lasith Malinga will be sharing the new ball along with Nuwan Kulashekar, who is a much improved bowler. Farviz Maroof is also very wily bowler, and he has shown a lot of improvement too. And then they have Sekuge Prasanna, who bowled very well against India, just giving away 45 runs, but well, he was really tight when he bowled. And now, as far as Sri Lanka is concerned, their best chances, the opener Mahela Jayawardene has been doing very well. He's not only the captain of the team, he also opens the team, so he leads by example. And Tilakatne Dilshan will be opening along with him. And Tilakatne Dilshan would like to actually get some big runs against Pakistan. Dinesh Chandimal, the form player from the Commonwealth Bank, failed in the match against India, but he would like to set it right against Pakistan. Kumar Sangakkara, well, what to say about it? Such a wonderful cricketer, Kumar Sangakkara, for Sri Lanka over the years. And Lahiru Thirimane, who has been playing some very useful knocks, I would say. In fact, he played a useful knock against India too. And then Upul Tharanga comes at number 6 and has made his place his own, and he has also been contributing in good measure, but again he failed against India. Chamara Kapagadra gets another chance now after not doing well against India. So that is as far as Sri Lanka is concerned. Now Pakistan, looking at them, Mohammad Hafiz was the man of the match, but what Pakistan have to really guard at is they can't make the same mistakes that they made against Bangladesh, where from a score of 135 for 1, in fact was Umar Gul who had to do some big hitting to take them on to 262. That should not be the case. That thing has to definitely change, and I'm sure the Pakistani boys with Dave Watmore, the Pakistan coach, would have definitely given them all the best advice. Nasir Jamshid was impressive the other day, as you know, again with Mohammad Hafiz. So he would like to carry on further, and he has been a very good player in the BPL, the Bangladesh Premier League. So he would like to do. And then, unfortunately, the Pakistan middle order faltered on that day. Yunus Khan, Umar Akbal, Misbah ul Haq, Asad Shafiq. So they would like to really do well against Sri Lanka. Shahid Afridi was out for a duck, so he would like to definitely get over it and bring up a blitzkrieg knock against Sri Lanka. Sarfraz Ahmed would be the wicket keeper, who has been doing very well behind the sticks. Umar Gul, as usual, bowls well, has all his reverse swing, slower deliveries, Yorkers. Isis Chima will be partnering him, and then the pace attack doesn't look so menacing as far as for Sri Lanka, because so that's precisely reason Sri Lanka probably is holding the edge here. Saeed Ajmal is the spinner, is a very wily spinner. So we look out for a very good clash, and as I said, it is a very important clash for Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has to win the match to actually keep their chances alive. Now let's go to New Zealand at Seddon Park in Hamilton, where, as I said, New Zealand and South Africa would renew their rivalry after the rain robbed all the fans and the spectators of the excitement there at Dunedin. So, but in Hamilton, well, let me tell you, the fifth day's play, there is a forecast for rain on the fifth day, and that is not good news between New Zealand and South Africa once again. But as far as New Zealand are concerned, New Zealand, the talk has been going on, like who are the bowlers who are going to be got into the team, whether it is going to be Mark Gillespie, because Tim Southee has been dropped from their team. So Mark Gillespie and Brent Arnold. Mark Gillespie is coming back after a long time. Brent Arnold also makes his comeback, but Brent Arnold on his dint of his good performances in the Plunket Shield tournament might get the nod. That's what the news is going on. As far as New Zealand is concerned, Martin Guptill will go with Rob Nicol. Rob Nicol needs to really was a testing time against South African Pacers, so he needs to really get it right there. Martin Guptill has been impressive. Brendan McCullum, Ross Taylor, well, the other day we saw they were just beginning to steady themselves and prepare themselves for the fifth day, but unfortunately the fifth day's play was not possible. Kane Williamson is a very good talent from New Zealand. Daniel Vettori, the bowler. Kruger Van Wyk was very impressive in his first match. It was a dogged performance from him. He had 32 runs to his credit. He also did well behind the wickets. Daniel Vettori. The bowling was good for New Zealand. Doug Bracewell has been doing a good job. Trent Bolt was getting the breakthroughs there. And Chris Martin had a wonderful ball in the first innings, as you know. South Africa, well, and also talking about the pitch is looking to be green. Whether it is going to be green and whether the bowlers are going to take full advantage out of it, that remains to be seen. So that is something that one can really look into. As far as South Africa is concerned, their confidence would be very high. Graham Smith is coming back on the heels of a century. Alvaro Peterson has to get a good knock there. Hashim Amla, it's time for Hashim Amla to put up a good knock. Jack Scalise is coming on the heels of a century. A.B. de Villiers been looking in good form. Jax Rudolph has got a century. Mark Boucher, and then the bowling. The bowling one on Philander has been looking very good, but after that Trent Bolt dealt him some huge blows over there. Dale Steyn, Mon Markel will be handling the pace attack, and they would like to see whether there is any greenness in the pitch, and they would definitely love to exploit it. If there is the greenness, well, I think South Africa are looking much more stronger if there is going to be a greenish tinge on the pitch, as is told out to be. If that is going to be the surface, if that is going to be the case, more grass on the pitch, then well, I think the South African pace attack is looking much stronger than New Zealand, according to me. With Dale Steyn, Mon Markel, Dale Steyn with his experience, Mon Markel with his experience and his bounce too on a very pacey pitch is very difficult thing to handle. And one on Philander with his swing and seam movement would be all the more very difficult to handle, I would say. Imran Tahir, the right arm leg spinner, who was impressive the other day, but what one has to see is whether he can really get amongst the wickets there. So that is what it's all about. And besides that, dear fans, friends and subscribers, I don't have anything else to share, but I'm just seeing whether anything else that I can talk about. I don't think there is anything else to share here, dear fans, friends and subscribers. On this note, I would like to end my Cricket Happening show for today by just telling you that, tomorrow there's two matches which are coming up: New Zealand versus South Africa at Hamilton and Seddon Park, and also the Asia Cup 2012, which would be livening up tomorrow with a very key clash happening between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. So keep an eye on Cricket Happenings, dear fans, friends and subscribers. And my thanks goes to all those people who have been really encouraging this show and also contributing towards it. Thanks for the every support that any person has rendered to this Cricket Happening show. Your host Ram would like to say goodbye today. Thank you.